Having said that, how do you plead to count one? Attempted endangering children, felony of the 4th degree.
Guilty.
Drake Bell was at one time the most popular Nickelodeon star on the planet, coming off of his success from Drake and Josh, but as his co-stars went on to have successful careers, Drake went to jail. After starring in guest roles in shows like Seinfeld, The Amanda Show, and others, Drake got his big break when Drake and Josh aired back in 2003. The show became an instant classic and became the most viewed Nickelodeon show at the time, making Drake a bona fide star. Once the show ended back in 2007, Drake was continuing his journey as an actor and musician by purchasing a brand new $2 million mansion in California, but that decision would come back to haunt him. See, like many other Nickelodeon stars at the time, Drake tried to pursue a career in music, but similar to the others before him, it was mediocre at best. Though he did land other acting gigs in animated and live TV roles, Drake really wanted to focus on his music, and that would prove to be his undoing. He released a couple albums with the label Universal Motown, but was later sued by Selena Gomez's producer when he made an EP with him and never paid him for the tracks. After the lawsuit, it became more and more clear that Drake was fading out of stardom, but things were just starting to get bad for him.
Actor and musician Drake Bell has been formally charged with a DUI and could face jail time.
Drake was then busted for drunk driving, and cops noticed his car swerving along the highway and ended up being sentenced to 4 days in prison. If that wasn't bad enough, he also declared bankruptcy and had to forfeit his $2 million mansion, and he was reportedly only making $2,000 monthly while having $18,000 a month in expenses. There was one shining light for Drake though, since apparently his music was actually pretty popular in Mexico. Though it definitely came late, his albums were circulating and one of his older songs even hit #1 in the Mexican charts. Drake denied that he ever moved to Mexico, but he did post his new ID on Twitter and only tweeted in Spanish for a while, but fans think Mexico happened to be good timing to escape troubles back home. See, Drake was accused of abuse by his ex-girlfriend Melissa Lingafelt, who claimed that he was verbally and physically abusive towards her. The two started dating when she was 16 and Drake was 20, and after moving in with him, he started hurting her more and more.
The pinnacle of it, he dragged me down the stairs of our house in Los Feliz. My face hit every step on the way down.
Though Drake denied everything, Melissa was supported by other women who came forward and also claimed that Drake was abusive and controlling, making it clear that she was not alone in her claims of Drake's behavior. And because of this, it was only a matter of time before the law finally caught up to him.
I felt trapped and stuck because I still idolized him. He had me wrapped around his finger.
In July 2021, Drake was sentenced to attempted child endangerment at 35 years old, while a 19-year-old woman claimed that when she was 15, Drake, who was in his 30s, groomed her and sexually assaulted her. Drake claimed that he never knew her age, but it became apparent quite quickly that this could not be true. Drake ended up pleading guilty to the child endangerment charge and was sentenced to 2 years probation and 200 hours of community service. Though no jail time was given for his crimes, his reputation was officially ruined, but Drake didn't want to just go away quietly. Instead, he dropped a video trying to explain everything, where not once did he actually apologize for his behavior.
If these claims were remotely true, my situation would be very different. I would not be here at home with my wife and my son.
Though of course many fans sided with him, some did point out that he was the one who pled guilty to the charges. We don't know what's next for Drake Bell, but if you think that he's guilty,